black, cold. That's how it's always been in the north. Things were always so cold. It's never been warm. You've seen the warm winters, the warm summers, the high sun. You've seen it all. But what he's seeing, what he remembers, is everything was so cold. His name, Jon Snow. Who he was, a bastard of Winterfell. The son of Ned Stark. Mother doesn't remember, doesn't even know who his mother is. Who's he kidding? How's he supposed to remember his mother? But now, he's nobody. All he is Jon Snow of the dead. It's cold. So quiet. What's going on? Why does it feel so cold? And immediately a feeling would pop up. It's opening his eyes. He would feel the sun. Is this the sun? Am I alive? As immediately he would feel it. The warmth. Looking at the sun, seeing it shining down on him, seeing luscious green grass. As he would bend down, seeing it, feeling the warmth of the grass emanating off of the sun. The blades of grass would be healthy, a bright, healthy green. All around him was a healthy green. Trees, forests, life. As he continued to walk, he found a huge pond, like river. It was large in size. He wondered what was here. What was he doing here? What's going on? And then immediately, he would jump right out of the shadows, jumping into the area. What was that? Looking at it, seeing it. It's a large body, the size of a horse. As it's looking around, the creature would start to take drinks of water. Jon would try to get close, wondering if he could see him at all or hear him. He couldn't. He got close, really close. He couldn't believe it. Legs, arms, eye, wings. Is this? No, it couldn't be. As the creature would stop drinking, as now looking into the water as it would continue to do this, stare into it, wondering what he was doing. It would continue to look. As it would continue to look, to stare, peer into the water. As immediately it would strike into the water, grab something. A whole bunch, grabbing 3 fish in one catch. As swallowing them whole, completely. The creature would turn and completely head towards the shade. As immediately it started to light up the ground. No doubt about it. That's a dragon. A dragon actually here? As the creature would lay. Seeing the black dragon, it would be interesting seeing one alive. But they were all dead. It was different from what he thought they were like. He thought they were more like wyverns. But this was more bipedal. Or on all fours and wyvern. As the creature would breathe out heavily, it's looking as simply Jon was seeing. As he would look to see, examine its body, that it had, looking at its tail, saw that. What was that? A fin? A large object on the tip of the tail was a large fin. The creature looked at the fin as simply going to do this one more time. As it would running across the area, as immediately jumping to the sky to try to take flight, but immediately crashing down. As simply, Jon would be surprised. The dragon can't fly. As he would continue to watch, seeing this, as simply, it would do so again. Failed, shooting a plasma shot in anger, out of frustration. Drawn to watch, has seen the dragon vent out frustrations. As the dragon would growl, I simply able to hear something turning towards the sound. Looking, seeing it was human, another human being. A young boy, younger than, at least a bit older than Bran, or maybe the same age, but still a boy. And through what in his eyes would widen as the boy would come down. Down as simply, but it would fade as he would be shown another, seeing the same black dragon on top of a rock, peering at the boy, simply had a large fish in his hands. As the boy would gesture to give the fish to the animal, the creature would get close, but growling. John wondered if it was going to attack. Simply the dragon would growl at his waist. And the boy would pick up a knife. The dragon can know that there was a knife there. The dragon would immediately notice, shoving his head to one side as the boy would simply drop the knife and use his foot to throw it into the pond. The dragon would be less aggressive, but slowly making his way forward. As the dragon opened his mouth, seeing that there was no teeth, as the boy would say, "Toothless, I saw you had," as the dragon's teeth would retract, as immediately stepping onto the fish, as eating it right in front of the boy. Teeth, as the boy would finish. So the dragon would continue to watch, as getting closer to the boy, as basically he would be hovering over him. Then immediately start to make a weird sound. What was that sound, John would wonder? As he would vomit out the remainder of the fish. John's eyes would be shocked to see that it could regurgitate food. As the dragon would simply look down, as looking down towards the boy in a gesture of eating it. The boy would understand the gesture as bringing the fish to his mouth. John would wonder if he was actually going to do it, as the boy would immediately chew, but having trouble swallowing once. The dragon simply gulped as saying swallow. So the boy swallowed. He could see the very disgusting taste in the boy's features. As the boy would smile, into his shock, the dragon mimicked a smile. The boy reached out his hand towards the animal. The dragon growled and moved away. And just as he would watch these visions go on, seeing the two's connection grow. Simply not long, he tamed the dragon. He called it Toothless. And throughout more of the times he wrote about this dragon, he saw it. There's the rarest species of dragon. There's more out there in this world. John knew that he was in another world now. A new world. As this species of dragons were called Night Fury. Striker-class dragons, impeccable shots, extremely fast, strong, intelligent, and one of the most anomalous of dragons. Very much, the boy would eventually make a copy of the dragon's tail fin. As the boy attached the fin to the dragon's tail, the dragon was able to fly again when the boy opened up and rolled the mechanical tail fin as it would work. He would completely be shocked, so the dragon can't fly without the tail fin. But then, if the dragon needs two of his fins, then what happened to his original fin? As simply the visuals keep on going until the very end. the first test flight, the romantic flight, the very nest of dragons, the dragon fighting for the boy against another dragon of his species. Then finally to find the queen. But the biggest thing that was shocking is the dragon. The dragon did all this because of the human. It trusted the human. And more. Simply as he would watch, he'd be shocked as very much. He'd be then horrified what happened in the end. As they flew higher and higher. As they finally take on the beast that they call the Red Death. After the last strike, what they're to build up to the dragon releasing its flames. Every dragon had that build up, that flammable gas. The dragon uses toothless use that gas against the Red Death, but this also caused problems. Once making contact with the ground, the flames of the dragon's body would combust, causing a big explosion. As the flames would sort of break off the mechanical tail fin, and simply continue to see this as watching as the boy would fall off the dragon, being knocked by the tail. As the two would fall into the sea of flames. As the last thing he would see was the boy. The boy looking at the night sky. As simply he would wonder what's going on in this scene. Wonder what was going to happen. As there'd be dragons attacking all over the place at the boy's homeland. And simply he would hear that whooshing sound. Every time that dragon always flew by at extreme high speeds. He would suspect this is where, the boy, I guess, caught the dragon. As you're shooting this catapult thing, then capturing, as it made a direct hit, knocking the dragon out of the sky, and it, fell into the woods. Then everything went dark. As John would realize and start to put it all together, these are the events that the boy and the dragon went through. When the boy shut the dragon down, he took down the dragon, but also took the ability of flying. The boy felt responsible, freed the dragon, then proceeded to tame it. John was shocked to see that the dragon could be tamed. And even more shocked, it was a very exotic one, a creature that was known to be the most dangerous. But what does this have to do with him? But then, the biggest question is, why is he getting these visions now? And you simply see large green eyes looking at him. John would be shocked to see the dragon looking to his soul. He's wondering if the creature could see him. John would move from one side to the other, watching if the dragon could see him. Simply, its eyes would follow. He can see an outline of a head moving. It was there, right there. And he can feel it, and it started to move towards him. It was hard to see, but he could see the outline of the creature. John started to back up slowly. As John would try to output his hand, simply dragging closer, as his mouth started to glow, a very almost bluish purple. As the dragon fired upon, as John would wake up, breathing, gasping for air, as immediately rising up. What the hell? Looking down to his chest, seeing scar, knife wounds. He's remembering what happened last time. He was stabbed. Stabbed in the heart. The night watch. everything just came rushing back to him. He's remembering all those people who gained up and decided to kill him right there and then, and just they wanted to. Turning towards the sea. Oh, it's just you, John said simply. You're awake. That's good. I mean, what she did was well. I'll explain to you later. Let's get you some clothes. John was simply getting to clothes, just simply wondering what was going on. Not long he was, told what happened and was met by his so-called rescue or revival by the woman who did it. She was, I guess, a sorcerer? John would be skeptical of her at first. She would ask him what he saw. John would lie immediately, saying that he just saw darkness. And she would simply say, understood, and she would believe along with him as well. John was down to see ghosts, scratching ghosts behind the ear. As he started to get dressed. After being dressed, he would open the door, seeing her again. What are you doing here? Thought you left. I'm still here to give you one last thing, Jon Snow. As she would immediately pull out something that shocked John. The book. The boy's book that was on the dragon. I think you recognize this book. Don't try to deny it. I know you recognize the book. It's all in your eyes and the way your body is showing. Alright? I recognize the book, yes. I'm assuming that you saw a dragon in your dreams. About a boy and a dragon, am I right? When you were out. Yes. Wow. That means that things are going according to planned. That means everything's going as well as should be. You'll need this book. One last thing, Jon Snow. Not everything is what it seems. The Night Walkers, they won't be taken down such easily as you think they will be. You're going to need more, a lot more, for you to beat the Night Walkers. You must unite all 7 kingdoms to beat them, because they're a lot more powerful than you think they are. And how do I do this? How do I even beat them in the first place? As simply, she would open the book, making you open the book, as me going to a page which was drew of Toothless, as she would point towards the dragon. Find the first puzzle piece. As he would look down to see Toothless. The dragon, the black dragon, would be laying in the drawing, looking towards John. You find him? Everything was falling in place. What do you mean, find him? What's going on? All I can say, Jon Snow, is you and that dragons, are now one and the same. You two's fates are in each other's hands. Find him, you understand. He's real. Of course he's real. As she simply says. And he's in this world. He's waiting for you. Just go find him. You know where he is. I know where he is. As John would say, as wondering what she meant by that. As John would wonder, and there's also something waiting for you within your dormitory. as you leaving Castle, leaving the area, is making his way towards the front to deal with, well, the problem at hand. John would make an entrance, as everyone would be shocked to see that John was alive. A lot of Castle Black would be shocked. Now they would all say, now John would simply say, gather the traitors. As they'd all be gathered right there and then. Each and every last one of them. As looking at the youngest, at Ollie, just simply looking at him, seeing as he would say nothing, while the others would continue talking. As simply John would pull out his sword, as simply swiping down, as killing them after destroying the rope that was holding them all up, as they would start to choke to death. Going with his father's rules, those who very much command them death must serve them death. As remembering Ned Stark's words, you bring them there, and you punish them death, you give them death. As remembering the words, as remembering how he was killed in the capital. Sighing, remembering he had to solve that problem with the capital. His sister is still in their hands. He's gonna do something about that. About what he's supposed to do. As just generally turning, as simply taking, as Rob would, as Ed would come in and probably say, so what's next? Nothing. That's where you decide. Burn the bodies, do whatever you want. My reign is over. As taking off the large coat and simply placing it in his hand, saying, what do you mean your reign's over? It's over. As John says, he would make his way leaving. As simply he would still have that same argument from original, from canon, but simply one thing would be changed. John would simply say, there's something I have to do, and it's important. No, excuse me, I gotta go. As John would simply make his way out, as simply heading forward towards his horse, as simply saying, open the gates, as John would wonder what's going on, as immediately being shot to see Sansa, as seeing his half-blood sister, as immediately seeing her, he would make his way towards her, enveloping her in a hug. As how did you? It's fine. We need to talk. As John would simply say, so, have some things going in the capital. Ever since I escaped, things have been hectic. What? He's taking over Winterfell. Yeah, he's taking over Winterfell. I know. He's killing people. If this continues, John, Winterfell will be destroyed from the very inside out. I know, but what plan do we have? I'm not leader of the Black. I'm not leader anymore. I'm not the leader of Night's Watch. So what am I supposed to do? We figure something out. All right. What do you want to do? We can gather men, set them out, take back Winterhold. Sansa, that's too dangerous. we just recently had a battle, and not everyone in Castle Black's recovered. The last battle took a lot of us, and some of us are still coping with the losses. I heard about the fight on the wall. I understand some things that you might not be ready to fight another war, but Winterhold needs us. It's our home. It's gonna be our home, and it has to be. We have to take it back. It's been our home for generations. Yes, but I don't want to fight in another war. I'm done fighting another war. I just want to rest. Just relax, please. I already have enough problems going with the night walkers and stuff. Night walkers. Yeah. Night walkers. They're real. But then, why would they be so hold up? Believe me, they're real. And they're undead. Strong, but undead. And extremely durable. It's going to need more than just a flimsy one-shot attack to take them out. What are you going to do then? I was going to figure something out, but I don't know what to do. As she looked to see the book on the side with the Structured Class of Dragons on it, simply saying, "What's this?" Might as well tell you. As John would tell her everything, from his death to his visions to everything. You saw a dragon with a boy, and that crazy woman revived you, and she knew everything. Even this, that's pulling out the things that were covered, a whole wrap of a wrapping that was covered in wolf fur, as showing her everything. To Saddle, to more notes, the Book of Dragons, everything. And is being shot, she would see the tail fin. The mechanical brown tail fin that was there from the gift of the Night Fury. Matches the dragon's tail. It's real, all of it. That dragon that you saw, that I told you about, that's in that book, it's real. He's real. He's out there. I'm supposed to find him and take him as my own. Just like how that boy did. Hiccup. I'm supposed to write him. I'm supposed to train him to help us in this condopoly. And why aren't you doing that? I don't know where to start. She says I would know where to begin, but I don't know where to begin. Where do I find a jet black dragon in all of Westeros? I've just been brought back from the dead, Sansa. And I have to worry about the Night Walkers. How am I supposed to worry about a dragon? A dragon. A living, fire-breathing creature that was used by the Targaryens. How am I supposed to understand that? How am I supposed to find that? You have to find them. Because you have to find them. You have no choice. You say he's not aggressive as he says. So the only one that can actually tame him is you. Those who try to capture him will probably die. And those who will probably capture him will use him for no good intentions. You say that he's a very powerful dragon along with a very dangerous one as well. And his class of dragons is known to be extremely intelligent, smart, fast on their feet, and fast flyers. So then, why aren't you not looking for the dragon? Where am I supposed to look? I have nowhere to go. I've completely... You're going to have to find him, John. You're connected to that dragon in some way. You can't let anyone get their hands on him, especially Cersei. What about Cersei? She's taken over as queen ever since her son died. She's becoming more reckless, more dangerous. She's not a safe thing to be around, John. She's dangerous. And if she hears of a wind of a dragon just roaming about all around Westeros, and if she can see that it can be taken and used for their use, she won't have any good intentions. Fine. I'll look for him. As wrapping everything back. But I'll look for him. I'll figure something out. You're gonna have to. Soon. Yeah. Figure something out. As they would have that same council meeting on to what to do with Winterfell, as simply they would agree upon taking it back by force. While John would have his own secret little mission of finding the dragon. After the meeting, immediately heading out to find the dragon. As his search would begin, where would a dragon be even anyways? Simply he would ride, looking around for the black dragon. How are you supposed to find a dragon around here? Okay, it can't fly. That's a bonus. So without his other fin, the mechanical fin, he can't fly. So, that's good, but still hostile. That's no check. Where to find another dragon? Oh, God. Is that he's probably going to die out here just looking for this dragon. As he would look around, looking for the dragon, and as simply he would continue getting closer to Winterfell in his forest. As John would stop as looking around, walking as simply stopping, and turning towards a branch. Looking at the branch, seeing that it's torn. It's completely ravished, broken apart here and there, and more branches like to be the same. As John will follow the branches, see a whole type of markings, scratch marks all over the place. This means he actually landed here. Alright, he's here. Close by, probably. Walking for a few more minutes. To a small cavern. To see it, there he is. The dragon would simply laying around, simply wondering what to do with its time. So, how is he supposed to go on with this? Alright. Slowly cautioned himself as making his way towards the animal. The closer he got, the more nervous he became. What if this doesn't work? What if it just turns around and just kills him? You know, to think and smell danger. Stopping as the dragon returned towards him immediately. Its green eyes, nice, bearing his soul into his own. John would stop immediately seeing it, as it would snarl. The dragon would growl as seeing him. Walking a bit forward, the dragon would continue to look, as simply looking at the human. Okay, what is he supposed to do now? The dragon would growl, continue to growl, as simply remembering, right, anything that's a threat to him. Looking at the sword that he had, he would simply take it off as gently as possible, removing it from his waist, and simply laying it down and gently shoving it to the side, far away from reach. The dragon's snarl would die down, but still looking at him aggressively. Hey, I know who you are. Toothless, right? The dragon would be surprised to hear this, being shown on his face. I'm not gonna hurt you. I saw everything. You being shot down, being trained by Hiccup, everything. You taking on that red death creature. I saw everything. You probably saw me, didn't you? All my life. Everything that happened to me. Huh? You probably did. Is there some sort of connection to this? Some sort of magic? Look, I'm not here to hurt you. I'm not here to fight you, nor am I here to take you away. I'm just here to befriend you. I need your help. There's enemies that are very powerful, and I can use your strength. If you on our side, things would be a lot easier for us. With the White Walkers and everything. I know you understand me, because I know you do. Now, please. As John would reach out his hand, the dragon would simply pause, looking at the hand. As only you would see is flashes between the two, Hiccup or John. The dragon would get closer, as he would sniff the hand, simply leaning forward as touching, as they would make contact, as he would feel the dragon's rough but soft scales touching his hand. Simply, John would look as, all right. First, there's a battle that's gonna go on very soon. I'm gonna need your help. Toothless would look, as now leaning back, as simply they would snarl, walking away. Hey, I thought I just had a moment. Oh, come on. All right. Fine. With Sansa, as she should be sitting, as they're saying, for backup, to take back Winterheld, should be waiting for John to come. Because, well, he was the best shot of getting Winterheld back. If anyone that she knew that was a good swordsman in her family was John. Yes, he was the best shot they had to get Winterheld back. I was very much hoping that he would get back soon. Because remembering, as now being given, with a note, it's simply looking at the note, seeing what the opponent wanted. Surrender. Their everything. And wanted to hand her over, so she can be their little toy again? No, not again. The last time she allowed that to happen, she was taken advantage of, raped, and other things. Never again. She won't allow that to happen again. Not over her dead body. I'd rather die. And she wait for John. Please hurry, John. We need you. With John, after about a few hours of getting Toothless to cooperate. Alright, good. Now, I'm just gonna place the saddle on you. Seeing the saddle as it will be different from the saddle that, well, Hiccup had, being a lot longer. Toothless would look at the saddle, seeing it. Toothless wouldn't like how it looked. It was, well, the traditional brown, but it had some red in it. As the red would go down the middle of his back to the very edge of where his other fins, where the thigh fins would be, the upper tail fins would be. Yes, Toothless would wonder, as sniffing the saddle, as simply growling at it. Hey, come on, we have something to do, Toothless. You need to put us on, or else you won't get the tail fin. Toothless would throw a rock at John's head as this small pebble, and saying, "Ow." All right, I get it. You don't like it. I might not like this, and I have to admit, it's not the best looking. But what else do we have? Toothless, please. My home is in danger. I need to take it back. I need your help. And we have a problem for all of Westeros. Westeros will be taken over if we don't take down the Night Walkers and we don't get Winter's Hold back. That's the only chance we can get to stop all of this. Please, just swallow your pride. I'm swallowing mine. Even though I'm trusting to lie myself with a dragon. Some might think I'm crazy, others might think it's just downright stupid. But you and Hiccup had a bond. I want to create my own, but different. I have respect for you. Now please. Toothless will look towards John as simply giving a low growl or purr. As Toothless would simply say still, as John would see this as an indication of going ahead. As John would put on the saddle, and after putting it on, alright, let's put on this tail fin. After putting the tail fin, as finished strapping it on, alright, everything's good. As picking up the sword, his sword as strapping it on, alright. As picking up everything that you needed, as looking at the Book of Dragons. Looking at it as Toothless would see it too. Everything on this book showed ways to kill dragons, but also information about dragons. Yes, if he can keep the book, then very much, well, hope for the best and hope it doesn't get into the wrong hands, or basically just let it or destroy it. As you throw the Book of Dragons into the air, as Toothless shoot a plasma shot, start destroying it instantly. No one needs to know about that. Just you and me. That world's in the past. That book was meant to kill dragons. The best way to take them down. That's not how dragons should be looked at. You guys are creatures just like us. Should be respected, treated equally. Everyone should be treated equally, no matter what you are. Dragon, monster, you should be treated equally. Alright, Toothless. As simply holding on to the saddle, to the reins that he was had on. Let's go. As Toothless' wings would open, as simply the dragon would lift him to the air. As John holding on for dear life, oh God, maybe this is a bad idea. As Toothless was shooting to the sky, flying extremely fast. As Toothless wondered where to go, John was simply say, all right, we need to go to Winterfold. So to head towards the south, head towards more of the north, as simply heading towards the north. As Toothless makes his way towards the north, flying at high speeds. Alright. As simply seeing the brown tail as looking at it. Alright. Maybe you should, change that color to something else. What do you say? Red? Just would simply growl hearing that. Huh, thought you would have liked the red color. Toothless would simply do a sound of grunting. Huh, or black. Toothless would say quiet. Maybe not black, or maybe both. Maybe red and black. Toothless would do a purr. Liking the idea. Alright? Whenever we have time, I'll change the color. But first, we deal with the problem first. Let's go. As Toothless increases speed, flying faster. As John could feel it, this dragon was fast. Extremely fast. You can see why Knife Fury is so revered and feared. I simply, the shockwave would be met as Toothless would surpass the sound barrier, as flying towards the north. At Winterhold, as everyone would be basically continue to fight, fighting for Winterhold, as simply blood would go on. As smiling, seeing this, that, I thought Sancho would put more of a fight. I guess not. Was it all that talk was for nothing? I was simply wondering if this was all for this. Not. But not long, everyone heard a sound. Everyone wondered what that sound was. As everyone was up in the battlefield and wondered what the sound was simply. As the sound would get louder and louder, as the high-pitched whistling would continue to happen, as simply hearing it, as not long, blast, as an explosion would happen, making contact, taking out, some of the Capitol Guard, Capitol Knights, just simply send them flying, as they would smash into the ground. Some would burn, come in fire, blood. Some would completely lose their arms and legs. Others would just be dead. As they would fight at high speeds. As wondering what the hell's that? As another boom. As simply flying again. As another shot. This time was towards the gate. As simply shattering it completely, as it would tear her down. As flying by again. As John looked to see, alright, good job, Toothless. Okay. He thinks he can take over Winterhold, huh? Let's show him a thing or two. As Toothless would continue to fly, as flying a bit higher, as immediately stopping, opening his wolf, stretching, as doing reversing around, doing a diagonal fly down, as diving, as as the whistle starts to make, as Toothless starts to apply the shot, as simply aiming for who was in charge, as the dragon would shoot, firing, as you'd see it. That was fire, as making explosion, as being sent flying, as being knocked to the ground. Ugh. What the hell? How did this happen? As Toothless would slow down. I say, "Alright, good job, buddy." He's down. As people be shocked to see, it's a dragon, one man says. "Oh, by the gods, that's a dragon." And this is when one of the Night Watchers said, That's Jon Snow. He's on the dragon." Jon Snow's on the dragon? As other people look as simply John Toothless would fly in the air, as Jon would say, "Alright, give them hell." As now reinvigorated by their former commander, as they would all rush in quickly, take Winterfell back. As this will be done. As Toothless would do a flyby, as flying around, simply everything be seen. As now, seeing Sansa, she would smile, seeing them. So yeah, he found him. As simply would dive, as Toothless would land right in front of Sansa's landing, as the dragon would look at her, wondering if smelling her scent. He had Jon's scent on her. As coming to a realization that there must be siblings, Toothless would nudge his head towards her affectionately. "Hey, you must be Toothless. I have to admit, for a dragon, you're quite adorable." As simply Jon would get off, Toothless would say, "Now, the big question is, how do you stomach that?" Ooh, it's not as easy as it looks. Toothless has to be a sound. And believe me when I say that, it's very much harder than it seems. So how does it feel to ride a dragon? Exhilarating. Scary, but it's very fun. Toothless over here gave me a lot of things to be happy for. Isn't that right, buddy? Toothless would do a growl in approval. "Yeah, that's right." As Toothless would simply look around, there's gonna be a lot of work going around of, him. Yeah. But me and Toothless have a bond. Is that right, bud? Toothless would look around, looking for something. Smelling around. Yeah, you're looking for something to eat, huh? Well, you can go on hunting. Go on and hunt. As Toothless would look, being so shocked to see this. Yeah, some freedom. I'm not gonna hold you back. Toothless would quickly make his way forward as grabbing Jon into a hug. "Hey, don't worry, little guy. Don't worry, big guy. I got this." Toothless will take flight as flying. Getting high and going to the forest just to go find something to eat. He was starving. You're not okay this thing and fly off. I know he's gonna come back. We have a official bond. Might not be showing us, hiccups, but, I think it's gonna get stronger over time. Big thing is, now what are we gonna do with, the fact that we have, him. By saying Sansa simply. I'll deal with him. You just check if everyone was alright. Right. We'll do that. We'll do. As Jon would do, so as heading out. As Sam would say, "Jon, was that what I saw?" "Yep, that was my friend with the dragon." "How? How did he tame a dragon?" "Let's just say it took a lot of determination and guts to face that mighty beast. He can smell your fear." "Don't worry, he's completely harmless. But if you provoke him, that's the problem. His fire, it's plasma, actually. Highly condensed plasma. When he releases it, it's highly concentrated, moves at very high velocity, speed, and actually they expose it at contact. And also, it's really hot. I think it can actually take on a whole. To be honest, I think it's holding back. It's extraordinary. Whenever he comes back, I will see him. You sure, Sam? Toothless is not. Toothless is, all good fun, but he's still a dragon. You're not some sort of afraid of him? Yeah, he's a dragon. Dragons are revered, powerful, scary, but beautiful creatures. All right, as you say so. This Super saying, as I'll tell Toothless to come by over for whenever you want.